It was a bright spring afternoon in a small American town, the kind where houses stood with white picket fences and children's laughter often floated down the lanes. Two young siblings, Anna and James, were walking home from school. Their books swung in their hands and the air was filled with the sweet scent of lilacs blooming along the roadside. As they walked, James suddenly noticed something unusual. Behind them, waddling with determined little steps, came a large white goose. Its feathers shone in the sunlight and its round eyes followed their every move. At first, the children thought it was just wandering across the road, but no matter how far they went, the goose trailed right after them. "Look, Anna," James whispered, half amused and half nervous. "He's following us." Anna giggled. "Maybe he wants to come home with us." The children tested the goose's determination. They hurried their steps, it hurried too. They slowed down, it slowed down as well. No matter what they did, the goose was right behind, honking now and then as if to say, "Don't forget me." By the time the children reached their gate, the goose gave a loud, triumphant honk and flapped its wings as though it had arrived at its destination. Anna and James clapped their hands in delight. To them, it felt as if they had made a brand new friend on the way home. But when their mother came out to see the commotion, her face showed both surprise and concern. "Children," she said gently, "where did this goose come from?" Excitedly, Anna and James told her the whole story, how it had followed them from the schoolyard, how it never turned back, and how it now seemed to claim their house as its own. Their mother listened carefully and then knelt down beside them. With a kind but firm voice, she said, "It may be fun to have the goose here, but remember, not everything that follows you home belongs to you. Somewhere, this goose has an owner who must be worried." The children's smiles faded for a moment. They hadn't thought of that. But their mother's words rang true. So together, the family asked their neighbors if anyone had lost a goose. Before long, they came to the farm at the edge of town, where an elderly farmer stood searching the fields, calling out with worry in his voice. When he saw his goose safely walking beside the children, his face lit up with joy. "Oh, bless you," he exclaimed, his eyes twinkling with gratitude. "I've been looking for him all afternoon. I thought I had lost him forever." The farmer patted Anna and James on their shoulders. "You did the right thing. Sometimes it's tempting to keep what comes easily to us, but true goodness is shown when we return what is not ours." The children felt a warm pride in their hearts as the goose waddled happily back into the farmer's yard. It had been fun to imagine the goose as their pet, but it felt far better to know they had done the honest thing. That evening, as the sun set and they climbed into bed, Anna whispered, "I'll never forget the goose that followed us home." James replied softly, "And I'll never forget how good it felt to do what was right."